Hey there, it's Tracee Jones. I want to talk with you today about business cards. If you have a book out, you need to have a business card. If you have a book that's coming out, that's not published yet, you need to go ahead and get your business card created. There's a couple of things you want to make sure is on that card. One is obviously your first and last name. You want to give yourself a title. Your title should be author. And if you have some type of ministry tied to that, then and you have a title that goes with that, feel free to use it, but author should definitely be one of your titles. If you are committed to a specific genre, let's say you are a children's book author, then say children's book author. If you are author and Bible teacher, feel free to say that too. Whatever you want to use, go ahead and put it on it. I would shy away from using titles like prophetess, armor bearer, things that are not mainstream, even in the Christian sect. Titles like that are for specific types of churches, specific types of Christians, specific denominations, and some people may not understand exactly what that is, or they may have a negative connotation depending on what their experience is. They may not know the beauty of it. So you want to shy away from titles like that. Your purpose of your business card is to promote your book and to get you speaking engagements and opportunities. So make your title, something that's commonly author. If you're a pastor, if you're a Bible teacher. And I would kind of keep it, if you're president of a ministry, feel free to use that. You also want to make sure your phone number's on there. You want to give thought to when a person calls. If you get a call from a major ministry, if Joyce Meyer Ministry called you, or if Lifeway Christian Books called you and said, or Barnes and Noble start saying, hey, we're getting a lot of requests for your books and we want to publish it. What do you want them to hear on the voicemail message? So you need to give some thought to that. Are you going to have a straight professional one? Hey, this is Tracee Jones. I'm not available at this moment. Leave me a message at this number. Do you want to say something like, this is Tracee Jones, children's book author? Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you don't have if you're going to use your personal cell number on your business card, you want to make sure your message is professional and not something that's funny, something funny that, for people who are your friends would hear. You want to make sure that you've got that correct, but you do want to give thought to what number do you want to put on there. Do you want to get a phone line, one of these VoIP online phone numbers that you can forward to your cell phone that are like $11.99 a month? If that's something you want to do, let me know. I can give you some references of some companies that I've worked with in the past. Or are you going to just use your cell phone number? Either one's fine. Just make sure that you check your message and that you have a message. I know some people, you call their cell phone and there's no message on there at all. You need a message that identifies yourself, just a professional message. You also want to check your website. You want to think about your domain. If you have not purchased your website domain yet, that is something that has to be on your business card. So you want to think about, what name do you want to give it? Do you want to give it your name, like TraceeJones.com? Are you going to operate under a ministry name that you've created? Whatever it is, you need to give some thought to that. Check GoDaddycom to see if it's available. And when you search GoDaddy, you want to make sure that you're prepared to buy it, because there are, I don't know what they call them, bots maybe. There is software out there where they track GoDaddy and some of the other companies where you can buy domains, and they check and see if someone is putting a name in, and then they swipe it so that they can resell it. They'll tell you it's not available, and then you'll get an email saying, hey, you can buy this domain for $100, so you want to be prepared to buy it. A domain through GoDaddy normally costs you be prepared to spend about $14 to $18. Sometimes they do have specials if you're a new author, or if you're a first-time person buying a domain. So you want to think about, what's your website name going to be, and you want to make sure you have that secured. What's your phone number? What's the phone number going to be that you're going to put on your card? And what's your email address? Your email address, if you're going to use a personal one, a Gmail one, that's fine. Or you can have one made through your one that's tied to your domain name. Like if you get TraceeJones.com, then you can do info@TraceeJones.com or Tracee@TraceeJones.com. That's the most professional way, but when you first start out, because it takes a while to start getting sales up, you want to keep your expenses low so it's not required. A domain is going to cost you between $14.99 to $18 unless you get a really good deal. And an email, if you get it through GoDaddy, that's tied to your domain, if you pay for it for the first year, you normally get a discount where it's going to cost about $25 for the whole year. After that, you're going to pay about $49 per year, or you can pay for this monthly. They'll charge you $4.99 every month. So it's entirely up to you and your budget and how much you want to invest in this starting out. So there you have it. What do you need are your website, email, phone number, your name, a title, and lastly, you definitely need to have a photo. I know that sometimes people are kind of cautious about, hey, should I put a photo on there? You do. And the reason why you need to have a photo on your card is because, we meet lots of people every day, depending on what industry you're in. That person may not remember you. They'll remember you if they see a photo. They'll be like, oh yeah, I talked with her now. She has a book and I wanted to get that book out. So that's another thing that you want to have on there. Your photo does need to be a professional photo. If I coordinated your photos, then any other photos that were taken will definitely be acceptable. And we'll talk about photos in the next video. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to put a comment below and I'll talk with you soon.